about the Haitians using magic to defeat the colonizers? This would be the most interesting war in history. France was a world superpower in the 1800s. France was too cocky with all this power they had, but they messed with the wrong people this time. Now the Haitians is experienced at spiritual warfare. They will conjure up all of their magic and bring all the spirits down to the physical. Both sides suffered great losses in this battle. As the fight went on, the French said, "Hold up, these people can't die. They just keep coming back, more and more of them." As they arrived to the battlefield the next day, some of the colonizers were fighting for the Haitians now. The colonizers are looking at each other like, what is going on? Why would they trade on us? But in reality, the Haitians just collected the bodies off the ground, and they would use conscious transfer and put the Haitian spirit inside of a colonizer, making this colonizer a warrior and fight for the Haitian side now. Now the French soldier, he doesn't know any better. He is in a zombie state. His conscience is gone now. This deep, y'all just gotta follow me. So the Haitians were resurrecting the invaders and turning them into warriors. And the French were sacrificing the Haitians to Baron Samedi, hoping he would give them gifts. The invaders tried to flood the island, caused earthquakes and everything. And guess what? These people come right back to life. And this is why they never been able to colonize Haiti. The island is so rich in gold and different minerals. These people aren't giving it up that easy. This is for entertainment purposes only. Peace and ashe.
Chattel slavery did not only exist in America, it existed all throughout the Caribbean and other places. But of all the places it ever existed, there was only one place that completely defeated chattel slavery and became a sovereign nation, and not only freed themselves as slaves, but defeated one of the greatest war fighters in history. The biggest reason this is so significant is because they didn't defeat them by outgunning them. They did not defeat them by outmanning them. Who am I talking about? Haiti. Yeah, talking about Haiti. Sac passe. All my zo, sac passe. That's right. The Haitians whooped the French's ass with less guns and less men. The Haitians. Not only did they beat the French's ass, we're talking about Napoleon. Napoleon, who they named a syndrome after for short men like myself, were extremely feisty. Napoleon was one of the most successful conquerors and war fighters in European history. But he got his short ass whooped with magic. Yeah, with magic. The Haitians rebelled against French rule during slavery and defeated them with voodoo or Vodou. You probably didn't learn about this in school, and there's a pretty decent reason why. Because this place is all magic. As I've said before, and I'll say 1,000 more times, this place is all magic. You will never have more guns than the world governments. You won't have more bombs, or you won't have more physical weapons. But what we can learn from the Haitians is that as long as you have your own personal spiritual system, as long as you have magic, no physical weapon is any match for the spirit. It's not my opinion. It's been proven in history. There were no other group of slaves who freed themselves and became a sovereign nation except the Haitians. Slavery happened in America, the Bahamas, the Virgin Islands, but only the Haitians were able to tap into their own personal spiritual systems, their own magic, and defeated a world power. And that's why we stay spiritually aligned, acting in only love, and never moved by fear, never entertaining fear, because this shit up in here, this fire in your chest, a gun can't fuck with.
Interview with you, and y'all was talking about, voodoo,
yes,
right, and how we utilized the swamps because we were masters of it, right, and we knew that they weren't masters of it, and we can beat them in that particular terrain. But specifically when it comes to voodoo, voodoo is seen as you know, as what's the word I'm looking for? You know, a bad thing, essentially, right? And of course, you know, the dark arts and everything to black and dark is considered to be bad, right? And then of course, white magic is considered to be good. But the reality of it is we've been masters of the elements, right? And the spirit our entire existence. So you don't get the Haitians winning, you don't get Natty and the Maroons winning without them being able to utilize, right, the elements.
That's all it is.
Yes.
Voodoo and all that, it's you connecting with nature and the spirit realm. That's all, because it's all the same.
Right.
But us understanding that in a real way, not white Jesus.
Right.
You dig?
Yeah.
Understanding that we are the essence, we are all of this stuff. We as melanated people we're nature. We are the spirit realm. All of it is connected, and we can get our strength from that. And that's what they did in Haiti. And that scared the hell out of white people, and it scares them now. That's why they made voodoo something negative.
Yeah.
Because what we started doing, we started getting in those swamps with those alligators what white people couldn't go into. Even here in the Americas, we would live around those wild animals because we were on the same page with them. We weren't afraid of them. We had a spiritual connection with them. Even in Africa today, you don't see a lot of African people getting attacked by the animals because they have a relationship spiritually with the animals.
Yeah.
When we and our brothers and sisters were fighting these white supremacists using their voodoo system, that scared the white supremacists so much, they started making movies in the 1930s about zombies and black Haitians.
Yeah.
The early voodoo movies had Haitians in them, them portraying Haitians. The word zombie, which the zombie genre is real big today, that comes from a Haitian man named Jean Zombie, who was killing white people in Haiti during the revolution. After the revolution was over and they were getting the French out, it was this light-skinned slave, former slave named Jean Zombie, who was slaughtering the French. So his name became synonymous with terror. That's where the word zombie comes from. So they've always been afraid of that. And they taught us to be afraid of voodoo too. They taught us that it's witchcraft and it's evil. And then we start listening to the white supremacists and start forgetting our history and our essence because they've scared us out of it.
Because it disconnects us.
Right.
If you want to spiritually and psychologically control people, and they have this connection to the element that empowers them, you have to break that connection first, because that's going to give them confidence, right? Now they're in harmony with mentalism, right? Now they know how to use the power of the mind. They know how to use everything around them that becomes a solution for whatever problem that they have. And then we go into alchemy.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Let's talk about Haiti. And I'm going to mention Haiti, honorable mention, because I'm Haitian American, all right? Go into a country and just decide they are going to now own this land. This is for us. We love the natural resources here. We love what you guys have to offer. Love the spirituality. Definitely can take that. Then, not only that, but when Haiti tries to take its power back, it destabilizes the country. How do they do that? First, they just go into the country. Just decide, just come into the bank and take the money that's there. Imagine somebody coming into your house. You have a safe and they just walk in, go to your safe, take the money and leave. Yes, that's exactly how that happened. No exaggeration. Because you can no longer generate a profit, you now make them indebted to you because you can no longer get this free labor and because you no longer are able to profit off of resources that are not even yours in the first place. And then you demonize not only the practices of that country, but you steal them and make them your own, and then try to force feed another religious or spiritual practice onto the people to further disempower them. Do y'all know what was happening with the canal in Haiti? They didn't want the canal to be built because they didn't want Haiti to be able to have agricultural resources in those parts of the country where the canal needed to be built. Because guess what? When you have access to food, when you have access to resources, you can empower yourself. This thing goes super deep. The only way to ever get our power back is to unite, because that's what Haiti did when they revolted against the French. They got together. They put their minds together. They used their power. They used their energy to be able to come together and do what they needed to do to free not only themselves, but other countries too. Do your research.
In 1952, a Hollywood film was made surrounding the events of the Haitian Revolution.
Gabriel. They have changed it, Aunt Gabriel. They're calling on Ogun Badagri, the war god.
But it's of no consequence, my dear Maman. They're always calling on one god or another.
Do not underestimate them, Gabriel. When they danced to the war god 10 years ago...
Things are quite different now. Toussaint won't have his way with us. Order will be restored.
The film introduces key historical figures such as Toussaint Louverture, General Leclerc, and Pauline Bonaparte, Napoleon's sister.
Whatever threat you think is being danced, my dear Maman, cannot possibly materialize. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Lydia, I beg of you, take Paul and go before it is too late.
Antoinette, you know Gabrielle would not let any harm come to us.
He will not be able to prevent it. I'm weary. Bad way. Marie, put your child to bed.
Good night, dear.
Good night, madame. Perhaps she knows what she's talking about.
Mr. Hanlon, there's nothing that keeps you here. Or is there?
We won the fucking war. We used all voodoo, all magic. The Spanish was pulling up on Haiti, pulling up on the island, and before they can get off the island, off the boat, motherfuckers' teeth was falling out their mouth. Some of them started melting. Some of them hair started falling out. Some of them got so sick that they was literally throwing up their intestines. They didn't even have the strength to pick up their guns. Then it got so bad that they couldn't even come onto the island. Boats was exploding. They was falling into the water, getting attacked by sharks. All type of shit was going on. They was turning them on themselves. We had our people over there tapped in. They putting spells on them from afar to the point where motherfucking they on the ship killing each other. You better know the power we come from, man. We ain't gotta touch you. Do you know you have no clue what you are, man?
The Haitian Revolution is notable not just for its political and military aspects, but also for the significant role played by Vodou, a religion practiced by many slaves in Saint-Domingue. Vodou served as a unifying force for the enslaved Africans, fostering a sense of solidarity and shared purpose. The most famous event highlighting Vodou's importance was the Bwa Kayiman ceremony in August 1791, which is often considered the spiritual catalyst for the revolution. During this ceremony, led by Vodou priest Duddy Boukman and priestess Cécile Fadiman, participants made a pact to fight for their freedom, invoking the spirits to guide and protect them. This ritual galvanized the slaves, leading to a coordinated and fierce uprising against the brutal French colonial regime. Vodou rituals continued to play a crucial role throughout the revolution, providing spiritual sustenance and a sense of hope. The religion instilled courage and resilience, crucial elements in the long struggle for independence.